The father of a slain student killed in the massacre in Parkland, Florida on Valentine's Day is weighing in on the New Jersey budget battle as the deadline for a government shutdown looms, coming up June 30th, this Saturday at midnight. Let's bring back our A-plus panel, radio talk show host Garland Nixon and Democratic strategist Bill Caruso. Garland, I'm going to start with you. Fred Guttenberg, who is father of student Jamie, 14 years old, God forbid, horrific killing in Parkland, weighed in, actually going after Senate President Steve Sweeney, shaming Steve Sweeney on the fact that he took out a piece of the budget on the legislative side, saying that he was not going to raise all the fees for gun registration. What do you think of that?
Well, I think actually the New Jersey politicians probably should just ignore that because, you know, this is national politics, kind of a proxy war for the kind of gun rights people fighting it out in New Jersey. But when it comes to New Jersey politicians, they're going to be held responsible by the people of New Jersey who expect a deal.
And I'd say vice versa, with all due respect to this gentleman. I think they should stay out of the New Jersey budget fight. I mean, there's a lot of other issues going on right now. The gun debate is a tiny little piece of this, and probably could have had a better process on how this thing was all done. But
well, I think the issue is that Phil Murphy put it in his version of the budget, didn't really tell anybody. It never came up until Sweeney said there's no reason for that. There's been no public discussion. They wanted to take the handgun permit from $2 to $50. And I did tweet back at Mr. Guttenberg saying that I don't know what this has to do with preventing the next shooting. Well, what are we talking about here?
And I would say this to you. There's a whole nother debate going on the national level about what we can do in gun policy. And there's a $37 billion budget we're debating here.
Right.
This piece is a tiny little part of it, and we just moved a whole bunch of gun bills. I think, unfortunately, our budget mess is getting caught up in the gun mess going on. We should really need, and we need to, because we're running out of time, focus intently on the budget
they
mess.
added a session on Saturday and on Monday. The deadline's Saturday. Why add the session on Monday? Are they expecting the government to shut down?
Listen, we've done this. I've been in this world before. This is some posturing, but also some preparation. You don't want to be caught with a shutdown without having the requisite amount of sessions scheduled and noticed. So this is, I think, a proactive move in that respect. But I think it's some posturing from the legislature to say, hey, we'll be here. So, you know, we're not worried.
Garland, from a perspective of policy and emotion, when you've got the father of a slain student weighing in, very hard to argue back. Now, Steve Sweeney, to his credit, did not weigh in. I did because I thought some of the comments that were made were outrageous. And, you know, to me, I think regardless of what you've got in your past, if you enter into politics, it's fair game to have that debate.
Yeah, but I think an artful politician is never going to attack, like, an ex-wounded soldier or the parent of someone who was injured. So an artful politician is going to find a way to thank this person for their concern, but still duck out of that and move back to the budget battle without dealing with without having to conflate the gun issue with the budget battle.
Does the government shut down? Do they pass this thing?
It's too soon to tell. We got still time on the clock right now.
Okay, thanks, guys. We'll leave it there.